watching Premier League football today, focusing mostly on the Leeds Sunderland game because the early kickoffs are a little bit. There's nothing exciting about any of these games. Everton, Burnley, on paper, I think Bournemouth, Brentford is probably the more exciting game, but watching the goal rush coverages of all the games and decided to hop on and do a live chat with peoples. Come in with your football questions, comments, remarks about your team. If your team is a Premier League side or any one of the top 5 leagues, basically. Yeah, still 0-0 in all of these games, but you're gonna chat about all kinds of things, basically. I can't show you the screen, so you're just gonna have to deal with me, friends. So, for those of you who are Arsenal fans, Mikel Arteta was talking to the media today about tomorrow's game against Brighton. That should be a tense one. Brighton are a tricky opponent for Arsenal for as long as I can remember. Before they were good Brighton, and after they've become good Brighton, they are just a tricky opponent who seem to find their best face every time they face Arsenal. But I think the problem for Arsenal going into that game is one of how do they solve their midfield? Because Declan Rice had to leave the game at the weekend, 75 minutes in, and he'd been struggling seemingly from early on in that second half. So don't know if he'll be fine to start. Teta says he was fine in training today. But with the final coming up in a few weeks and a couple more games between now and the final, I wonder if it's worth risking him, you know? I guess the counter argument would be you play him tomorrow at Brighton, and then you rest Declan Rice in the FA Cup game, and then you play him again next week, Wednesday. I think Arsenal have a Champions League game next Wednesday, right? First leg of the round of 16 against Bayer Leverkusen. And then the cup final on the 22nd of March. So so that should be interesting. Let's see. Let me look at the schedule here real quick. Stream, my friend. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. Hey, welcome guys. Please like, hype, subscribe if you are a football nerd and like to chat with other football geeks like myself. This particular chat is Premier League, La Liga, Bundesliga, French Ligue 1, and a little bit of Serie A. But I'm just going to be riffing and raffing. I host a football podcast called the FootyNotes Podcast, but I'm deciding to do a few more live streams as I watch games and engage with the community here on YouTube. I welcome all of you. Please like, hype, subscribe, share. Yeah, the only thing is you can ask me anything and we can chat about anything. Let's just be respectful to one another. That's all I ask. But yeah, I'm looking at the schedule right now, the fixture list for Arsenal. So yeah, It's Brighton tomorrow, Mansfield in the cup, Bayer Leverkusen, Everton, Leverkusen again, and then the Carabao Cup final. So there's a lot of games between tomorrow that Declan Rice will be important for. So if you can get away without starting Declan Rice tomorrow's game, you probably want to be. Hello, hello, Eza Kafala. Kalafala. Hello, my friend. Hello to everybody else who's on this live stream. Please be engaging if you choose to be, and we'll go from there. Welcome to all of you guys. I'm a football podcast host of the FootyNotes Podcast, and today I'm just going to be talking about all these different games that are playing right now. Right now on the screen is Bournemouth Brentford, score is still 0-0. Everton Burnley, score is 0-0. Wolves Liverpool kick off in about 25 minutes, and Leeds Sunderland are also still 0-0, 20 minutes in. So I'll be giving you live score updates and chatting about anything football. And yes, please like, hype, subscribe if you are on the live stream. That's going to help me to reach other folks who are cool and who like to interact around sports talk. I'm a smaller channel, but I'm here for it all. I am currently watching these 5 games to just keep an eye out and engage with folks as they join in and hop off throughout your day. So I'll be on here for the next hour minimum, but maybe I'll go a little bit longer. I've never done a watch along before, so welcome. And if you have any questions for me, like, yeah, I'm here for them too. So there's one between the cup final and tomorrow is 1 game, 2 games, 3, 4, 5 games before the cup final. So Declan Rice should maybe be protected tomorrow because he does look like, he needs a bit of a break based on what we saw against Chelsea. And I think Christian Norgard, maybe Miles Lewis Skelly should play in the next 2 games. And maybe Rice playing half a game or 30 minutes. That would be probably be the best, but we'll see. And looking at the relegation battle, because a lot of these games that are playing today have a lot to do with consequences near the bottom of the table for Wolves, especially, and as well for. Hello, Christopher. Welcome, buddy. Please like, hype, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. Are you a sports fan, Christopher? Yeah. Anybody in the chat who's a football fan? Who's your team? Yeah, Leeds need to get something out of this game. Actually, both Leeds and Sunderland, but Sunderland are probably better off than Leeds are at the moment. Oops, chop. Oof, so close. Bournemouth almost take the lead. Yo, 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 yo. Yeah, Leeds have to try and win this game. It's a home game. They have to. Relegation. It's a relegation scrap. What up, my friend? I'm just watching games here, just chatting. If people want to chat, I'm chatting. If people are quiet, that's also okay. But you're just gonna be watching me if you're quiet. Yo, what's up, my guy? What's goody? This is a football chat, so if you're not a football fan, it's okay. But if you are a football fan, we can engage. But just letting you all know, I'm here to talk football today. Um, as Americans say, soccer. But I'm a football fan, and I'm watching Premier League football, and I'm here to chat with other Premier League fans, La Liga fans, Bundesliga, Serie A fans, and League on a little bit. Um, but right now, I'm just looking up a few things that I'm going to talk about. Respond to the chat. Hello, hello, friends. Please like, hype, subscribe, and share all the beautiful things that people like to talk about on these platforms. If you are football fans, please be engaging. I promise to be responsive. But if you're not soccer fans, that's also okay. We can chat about all other kinds of stuff. This is an off the cuff chat that I'm doing right now because I'm normally recording a planned, scheduled podcast. But today I just decided to hop on live and see what the deal is in these interwebs. I'm fairly new to all of this content creation stuff, and I'm trying to teach myself as much as I can as I go along. So if you're a football fan, let's chat. And if you have other stuff that you want to talk about, just for shits and giggles, that's also good. Thanks for the like. Appreciate it. Appreciate the like. Hey, what does this do? Hey, hey, thank you for the likes, man. Thank you for the likes, my friends. I'm just here chatting about all kinds of random stuff today. I'm normally a host of a football podcast. Please like, hype, subscribe. I do the FootyNotes Podcast. Talk a lot more about Premier League football, but I do look at other leagues. I'm actually going to be checking out Inter Milan, Como as I do this live stream right now. I'm not typically on the live stream because it's a little bit unfamiliar territory for me, but trying it out. Heck yeah. That's family right there. Come on, you Gunners. Yep, that's my squad. Um, they've been kind of stressing me out lately, though. I'll be honest about that. I know we've won the last couple games, but my goodness, it's been a really stressful watch since the new year for Arsenal fans. But yeah, Arsenal is definitely my team, and but I try to watch football broadly, as you will see. If we do chat on this live stream, you'll be able to get a sense of like my consumption of football and why I do podcasting and all of that. But yeah, I'm not gonna hide the fact that I'm an Arsenal fan. That's my people. But all these games are boring now though. Like no one has scored a goal. Oof. Leeds almost puts it and takes a 1-0 lead, but great save by the keeper. Sunderland Leeds is the game I'm watching, but I'm keeping an eye out on all the other games that are playing, and I'll probably look at the Como Inter Milan game as well. That's kicking off just about now. But yeah, these games today are there's not a lot of goals. I was wishing for a game day like Saturday where they would get goals everywhere. Are you guys fans of the Premier League? Ooh, Everton, Burnley. Is there a goal here? Is there a goal here? Ooh! James Tarkowski with the header, of course. Everton take a 1-0 lead against Burnley. And Tarkowski celebrates. He used to play for Burnley. I guess he doesn't have any love lost between him and Burnley. That's a great cross from James Garner from a free kick. Tarkowski header into the corner. Ooh, Kyle Walker lost him. That's a good goal. That's a good goal. Wow. So Everton, I guess they must have heard me complaining about the lack of goals in these 2 o'clock games or 1:30 games. We need goals. We need goals. Football needs goals. I don't care if they're from set pieces. I don't care how they come. Goals, goals, goals. Please, thank you very much. Ay, ay, ay. Come on, Leeds. Okay, nice. Come on, early. That's some good speed. Wow. What up, my peoples? If y'all got any questions or comments, please drop them in the chat, and I'll be responding to them. But yeah, I think there's gonna be some goals coming up just now. These games have been going on for like what 30 something minutes now. We need goals. We need goals. Bournemouth, Bournemouth. So close. Holy cow. It's good intricate play in the box. Just couldn't find the finish. Oh, Leeds. That man Bogle drags it wide. Yeah, yeah. I think these teams are starting to get a bit more a bit more comfortable in understanding what's happening in the games, and games are opening up a lot more now. Still no goals though in most of these games except one. Only Everton have managed to score a goal. Bummer. Bummer, 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 bummer. Oh, that was dangerous. He might get a red card for that. Oh, it was the arm. I thought it was thought it was the foot. Yeah, that was accidental, I guess. What up, my friend? You a football or sports fan at all? There's really been nothing in this game. I'm gonna have to watch Inter Milan now. Hmm.